A very good evening to each and every one of you. You are watching another newscast from the studios of Deadlines Tonight. Hi, my name is Ashish Vaswani and we want to wish you a very Eid Mubarak. For all those of you who are watching us live, our heartiest wishes on this auspicious occasion of Eid, and for all of you who are watching us on demand, a belated Eid Mubarak to you. So, as the crescent moon has been spotted, uh, friends and fellow Indians and citizens of this world have celebrated Eid this morning, and we saw a few visuals on Doordarshan early this morning about how Jama Masjid in Delhi witnessed huge crowds where people celebrated Eid, and it was a picture of communal harmony that was witnessed all across the country, in the east, in Kolkata, in various places in the south of India, and of course, the world over. The month of Ramadan is one of penance and fasting, which ends in Ramzan Eid, or Eid ul Fitr as it is called. And today is the day when kids go around collecting Eidi from their elders, as they call, and they wear new clothes, visit their relatives from across the neighborhood, and wish each other a very Eid Mubarak. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, let us take you across to some of the visuals of this Eid celebration that happened all through the day. We'll try and cut you across to a few important websites that have covered uh, the Eid celebrations. We will first take you to NDTV's coverage of Eid ul Fitr 2014 celebrations. So, as NDTV reports, Shivan Ganga Vasudev has said that every festival is steeped in age-old traditions that embrace a new shade as you walk across geographical boundaries. Eid ul Fitr, also known as the Sugar Feast, brings the month-long Ramzan fasts to an end. Celebrations commence with great gusto after the first sighting of the new moon and are known to last for about 3 to 4 days. Eid is an Arabic word for festivity, and Fitr means breaking the fast. While traditions may vary, food is central to almost every celebration in the form of grand family feasts. Here's how countries across the globe bring in Eid festivities differently. They've gone ahead and explained how Eid is celebrated in Egypt, in Afghanistan, Turkey, Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Burma, Somalia, Saudi Arabia, India, and Iraq. In Iraq, dates are given utmost significance, and a dish called klaicha must be prepared by every household. Klaicha is a rose-scented cookie filled with dates and nuts. India, on the other hand, calls it Chand Raat, and women often apply henna on their hands and feet. Elders distribute gifts, money, or sweets, which are popularly known as Eidi. Diverse delights like sevia, Hyderabadi halim, kebabs, and nihari gosht are savored. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was the coverage of Eid celebrations from across the world. And let us now cut you across to some business headlines that have been reported this evening, because Airtel has reported their earnings, and the good news is that the Bharti Airtel quarter one profit is up by 15% on strong EBITDA and India business. So the consolidated revenue has risen by 3.35% to 22,961.6 crore rupees in the quarter ended June 2014, from 22,219.3 crore rupees in March quarter, while the year-on-year growth was 13.3%. So Shreen Bhan was reporting these numbers this evening, and she was looking splendidly beautiful in her sari. So compliments to her on that. The Money Control Bureau reports that India's largest telecom operator, Bharti Airtel, missed street expectations on the bottom line front in April to June quarter, but rest of the numbers were strong, supported by Indian operations. Consolidated net profit grew 15.3% sequentially, up 60.9% year on year to rupees 1,108.5 crore in the first quarter of the current financial year 2014-15 on account of strong operational performance and lower forex loss, but impacted by Africa operations, tax expenses, and exceptional loss. So that is Airtel with their numbers, and we also have an ad that is doing the rounds because, as we reported last time, Airtel has changed its brand positioning to represent itself as the smartphone network. Let us see what Airtel has to say.
Sorry guys, you'll have to manage it. Okay? You should start now. Hi, how's it going? कुछ और कॉल करना. Okay. Bye. अच्छा रोहित मैं घर पहुंच रही हूँ. तुम डिनर में क्या खाओगे? Okay. टाइम लगेगा. बॉस ने बहुत काम किया. बॉस को बोलो कि वाइफ बुला रही है. तुम भी बोलो ना बॉस को. जल्दी आना. वेट करूंगी. कभी कभी बस एक स्मार्टफोन लाइफ में थोड़ा मैजिक ला सकता है. तभी तो खास स्मार्टफोन्स के लिए बना है एयरटेल, द स्मार्टफोन नेटवर्क.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the latest Airtel campaign. One ad from the campaign where Airtel says that it is the smartphone network. That note, ladies and gentlemen, we cut across from Bharti Airtel figures and come to ITC, because ITC is another company that declared its earnings and results from the first quarter. And again, ITC quarter one profit rose by 15.6%, and the revenue beat the estimates, and it's up by 25%. Pragya Bhardwaj, a research analyst at CNBC TV 18, reported that net sales grew 24.9%, higher than expected, to rupees 9,164.4 crore rupees in the quarter ended June 2014, compared to rupees 7,339 crores in corresponding quarter of last fiscal. We must note that ITC is the Indian Tobacco Company, and a majority of their earnings still come from cigarettes and tobacco. They would have been impacted this year by the union budget that levied anywhere between 11 to 73% taxes on tobacco and tobacco products. So, cigarette to hotel to FMCG major ITC must have had to pull their socks up, and they must be thinking of expanding their footprint in the agri and paper business, as also their hotel business, the Sunfeast range of biscuits that they have, the notebook series that they launched a few years back, which has been doing exceptionally well. So that is the update from the ITC earnings result. We'll now take you across to some of the top headlines that have been reported in the national dailies. And since we are sitting in our newsroom in Mumbai, we had access to the Mumbai edition of the Times of India, which reported that on its front page that SpiceJet has been ordered to refund full fares for a delayed flight. So I'll just like to cut you across to the this news report if I can find it online. So this is a very interesting story where a Mumbai flyer had complained of a 5-hour delay in a SpiceJet flight, and in the first such punishment of its kind, the aviation regulator has directed SpiceJet to refund full fare to all passengers of a Mumbai Delhi flight, which was delayed by almost 5 hours last month. Beyond the torturous wait, the flyers had to buy food and drinks while stuck on board the grounded flight. The low-cost carrier pocketed a cool 15,000 rupees from selling snacks, while airlines are required to serve refreshments free when a flight is delayed by over 2 hours. The amount too will have to be refunded. So we are experiencing slight net lag, so we won't show you a live coverage of that news. We are extremely sorry for that hurdle, but we will try and bring you the latest from Israel, where the strike, the Israel strikes symbol of Hamas's control in Gaza shuts down the power plant, is what Fox News has reported very recently, the last few minutes. So let us see what is the news from Israel. As Fox News reports, Israeli forces flares light up the night sky of Gaza City is the picture that you can see on your screens right now. A truce between Israel and Hamas militants in Gaza remained elusive as diplomats sought to end the fighting at the start of Eid al-Fitr holiday, marking the end of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. The pounding came after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday warned of a prolonged campaign against Hamas. It was not clear if this meant Israel has decided to go beyond the initial objectives of decimating Hamas's ability to fire rockets and demolishing the group's military tunnels under the Gaza-Israel border. Gaza's power plant was forced to shut down after 2 tank shells hit one of 3 fuel tanks, said Jamal Sawi, a spokesman for Gaza's electricity distribution company. The shelling sparked a large fire and a huge column of smoke was seen rising from the site. Savi said 15 workers were trapped inside by the fire and that the damage would take months to repair. There was no immediate word on the casualties. More than 1,110 Palestinians have been killed and more than 6,500 have been wounded since July the 8th, according to Ashraf Al-Qidra, a Gaza health official. The UN has estimated that 75% of those killed are civilians. Our prayers lie with those in Israel on the Gaza Strip and otherwise, and we hope that this infighting between the forces at Hamas comes to an end very soon. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will try and shift focus to some more slightly positive news if possible. I think we'll try and get you news about John Kerry's take on his vision for India, because John Kerry's remarks on developing strong ties with India has been in the news through the day, and Kerry has laid stress on Modi's campaign, or the current BJP government's campaign of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. And John Kerry has gone to the extent of saying that deepening ties with India is a strategic imperative, and it's high time that the world realizes the political, cultural, and economic superpower that is India. Calling India an indispensable partner for the 21st century, US Secretary of State John Kerry said on Monday that the dynamism and entrepreneurial spirit of this bilateral relationship is needed to solve some of the world's greatest challenges. laying out a roadmap for a long-term strategic partnership between the largest and oldest democratic countries. Kerry said that deepening America's ties with India is a strategic imperative. Nothing that the India-US ties is yet to blossom together, Kerry said. This is a potentially transformative moment in our relationship with India. Of the 10 cities in the world with the worst air quality, 6 are in India, he pointed out. In his speech, Kerry also spoke about monsoon deficit and the Uttarakhand floods. Forging the solutions are a huge economic opportunity for both India and the US. Kerry said US President Barack Obama would welcome the Indian Prime Minister at the White House in November. And as you may know, Narendra Modi is all set to visit the United States of America in November, for which he's busy employing designers and stylists to match up the look to the occasion that he is set to witness in the United States of America. So, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we would like to take you across to the last highlight of the day, if we may still call it that, because the cover page of the Mumbai Mirror this morning carried this very interesting advertisement that I would like to draw your notice to. It's for a website called akestock.com, and they say grocery shopping simplified. And very interestingly, they have decided to offer tomatoes at a price of rupees 1 per kg. I'm sorry, we couldn't get you the video. So here it is. Hstop.com, grocery shopping simplified. Inflation comes down, but tomato prices touch the skies so 250%. And the solution to that is Hstop.com. Soaring tomato prices का excellent solution. They are offering tomatoes at rupee 8, and they're also offering a whole lot of other things at 1 rupee each, some of which are Maggie, the 70-gram pack, Kellogg's cornflakes, the original and best 27-gram pack, peas 200 grams at 1 rupee, Vim at 1 rupee, and many other things. So do check out akestock.com and order your grocery from there if you're still not yet in celebratory mode. This could get you celebrating very soon. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Ashish Vaswani, signing off on behalf of everyone at Deadlines Tonight. Please let us know how you liked our newscast. You can follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is DT_India. That's Deadlines Tonight, DT_India. You can reach out to us on Facebook as well. We are facebook.com/Deadlines Tonight. If you like the content on this YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down there. From everyone here, it's a very good night. Eid Mubarak to all of you.